You can say anything you want about your brand. You can come up with the catchiest slogan, the best ad campaign, but if it doesn't ring true, then it's completely worthless. How branding traditionally was done was that the marketer controlled it. The marketer said, this is my brand. This is what it stands for.
20 years ago, when it was, you had 2 channels to market, you would define your brand and then you would inform your customers about what your brand stood for.
When American business hits the road, American business stops at Hilton.
But that was before consumers had a role in how things are being perceived.
Today, organizations don't define their brands. Customers do.
You can tell me all you want about how your brand is one thing, but if I perceive it as something different, perception is reality. It's the old Rolling Stone line.
Well, marketing and customer experience are one and the same. Marketing is the promise you're making, how it's received, and that credibility, that ethos comes from the customer experience delivery at every single touch point, every single consumer, every time.
Branding was always an exercise in push. Now it's a pull mechanism because you want the consumer to be part of your brand, to understand your brand, to evangelize for your brand. So their experience is really tantamount where it never used to be before. The marketing team has now realized that any touch point with the consumer is actually part of the branding.
Now more than ever, our customer functions, whether it's marketing, digital, loyalty, partnerships, really are at the core of the business, really at the heart of all we're doing.
20 years ago, when it was, you had 2 channels to market, 2 channels to define your brand, that's not what customers want today. Whether you're in operations or marketing or sales or engineering, product design, it's got to all be having customer at the heart, because if they're defining your brand and if they are talking about your brand publicly and sharing with others, then it's really important that you understand that, but you design yourself around that.
More and more, what the consumer's definition of the brand is really what the brand is.
So I love this quote. People will forget what you said. They'll forget potentially what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel.